Okay, this may be the most important video you've ever watched. It may be the most important video I have ever made. And it's a very simple one. I have one question for you. What is the one thing that all beliefs, movements, and organizations have in common? For instance, what is the one thing that neo-Nazis and Black Lives Matter have in common? What is the one thing that Antifa and Trumpism have in common? They are very different in terms of beliefs and philosophies, but there is one thing that they share. And without that one thing, these beliefs and these organizations wouldn't exist. And that one thing is that they believe in an external locus of control. They believe that something outside of them has the ability to completely determine their internal state of being. Neo-Nazis will tell you that it's other races that threaten their existence. They even have a mantra, "You will not replace us." Meaning they believe that other races have the ability to wipe their complete existence off the face of the earth. Black Lives Matter, what was the main thing? They wanted to defund the police because they felt the police was acting as the arm of racism. And if they could just get rid of the police, then there would no longer be any racist attacks on black people. In other words, their complete internal existence is dependent upon something outside of them. I could go a longer list. BLM, Antifa, neo-Nazis, Trumpism, QAnon, organized religion, militant vegans, the National Rifle Association. I could go on and on and on. These movements and philosophies all believe that something outside of them has the ability to completely determine their internal reality. Because what is the one thing all of them want? They want to feel safe and loved, nourished, happy, fulfilled, and empowered. And until they fix whatever it is that's outside of them that they think is making them unhappy, they will never be happy. So I'm here to tell you that that is the biggest delusion of the human existence. That something outside of you can control and determine your internal state of being. Now, if you're honest, you will say that either you do believe that or you have certainly felt that way throughout your life at some point. This is why people are drawn to spirituality, because they see in spiritual people or even mythological spiritual characters that these people have an internal locus of control. They themselves are self-creating. Nobody created them. They created themselves. They are empowered. If it's a saint, it's somebody that walks through life full of bliss. Nothing anybody says or does, no matter how much you hate them or attack them, they will always love you because they are fully empowered within themselves. They determine their own happiness from within themselves. Nothing outside of them is responsible. Whether it's a deity, Jehovah, I am that I am, thou shalt have no other gods before me. I am outside of time. I created myself. I created all beings. That's supposed to give you the feeling that he is self-empowered within himself. This is what is important. The only thing that matters in life. We can boil it down to this one thing. The only thing that matters in life, no matter whether you are atheist or a religionist, you're political, you're apolitical. The only thing that matters is, do you have the power within yourself to determine your state of being? I'm here to tell you that I am learning how to do that. And if you have that, not only can nothing outside of you determine your internal state of being, but that nothing that goes on in life will be able to destroy you. That you will have a bubble of bulletproof happiness, love, life, and prosperity that you can take into any situation. Now, do any and all of these movements and beliefs have reasons for believing what they do? Of course they do. That's the razor that you have to walk on. Can people in Black Lives Matter point to situations and trends that say that they're at risk of being racially targeted and harmed simply because they're race? Yeah. Can neo-Nazis, is there anything that they can say that could say that you see what happens? The equal rights movement has given some people preference over me simply because I'm white. Can they say that? Yeah, they can say that. Can Trump followers say that, no, you don't understand, there's all this stuff coming across the border, we need to build a wall and keep them out? Can they say that illegal immigration, undocumented immigrants coming over the border with drugs and poverty, can they cite examples of how that has caused problems? Yep. Can organized religion come up with things to say why being whatever religion it is will help you? Yep. Can vegans explain to you why it can be healthy for you to not eat red meat and how it, or meat in general? Yeah. Doesn't mean that they're right or wrong. There's gonna be truth and untruth in all of it. But the one thing that is false is the idea that they're carrying, which is if we could just get rid of this one thing outside of us, we would all be okay. It will never work. You must find within yourself your own identity within yourself. You must find the power within yourself. You must develop an internal locus of control. And that is what all successful people, what all spiritual saints have, all mythological deities, all share this same reality, which is they know that they operate from an internal locus of control, and they have the ability that no matter what happens to them from outside of them does not determine their ultimate state of internal self-experience. It's what the narcissist tries to create, a false sense of perfectionism, which hides an internal, deep, mortifying insecurity. But the spiritual and logical, psychological self-master who masters their own internal state, they can go into any situation, and no matter what is surrounding them, that environment does not have the ability to determine their internal state of being, nor does it have the ability to determine the quality of their life. And that is everything in a nutshell, what we're doing here in this 90-day challenge. It's what this whole channel is about. But if you want to learn a very simple technique, a spiritual technique, really as simple as put this hand here and close your eyes and chant this, or move this way, breathe this way. If you want to learn very simple physical techniques that actually pull the levers to open up the infinity within your heart center, which will allow you the ability to determine your own internal state of being, regardless of who or whatever may be outside of you, then I encourage you to go to thunderwizard.com, click around until you get to the Warrior 90-Day Challenge and subscribe. You just simply go and you press play, pre-recorded videos. I give you a practice that you can do, which I'm constantly updating. We're now moving towards level 3. And all you do is you just press play and you just follow my instructions, and then hang on, because you will go through a huge energetic transformation. And that energetic transformation, many of you know what I'm talking about, can be challenging, but it results in you having the ability to determine from inside, because you have an internal locus of control, you end up determining your state of being. Fulfillment, happiness, love, contentment, energy, power, health. These are all available to you. And the good news is we have a physical spiritual technology that allows you to simply pull the levers and release that energy. What you do with that energy, that's on you. But if you learn how to harness that energy and live with it, the end result will be an internal, unshakable locus of control where you determine ultimately your internal experience of yourself, and nothing outside of you, not even eternity, not even God, can take away your sense of self. Go to thunderwizard.com, click around, and subscribe at the 90-day Warrior, the Warrior 90-day Lightning Qigong. That's it. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, and I will talk to you soon.